That's why we've been doing this for 3 years.
Because things like fuckly. Welcome to Dr. DC. Welcome to the Dr. DC podcast. My name is producer Richard, and across from me is the doctor himself.
Hello.
Wow. Each week we talk about the weird and wonderful world of DC while fielding questions from listeners like you.
That's right.
This is what happens. I didn't put
I know.
I didn't write it down.
It's okay.
It was not there.
It's okay.
I was just flying off the cuff like a rogue.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're such a rebel.
Yeah.
Look at you, only looking at one prepared document for this instead of multiple.
I know, but it didn't put
The people listening at home are like, there are multiple prepared documents for this show.
Look.
Because it sure doesn't make it to the recording.
Normally I have it. It's more like a safety blanket, more or less, until it's not there.
Well, I mean, it's not really a safety blanket because as soon as it's not there,
but when it's there, I don't.
What you're describing is a script.
I know, but I don't actually read it when it is there. Usually,
yes, you do, because we can sit next to each other, and you'll say sitting across, and you go, "Oh no, damn it!"
but that's only just because it's like. It's ingrained into my brain to just say that, but I don't actually need it.
Right.
I was an actor once. I did plays and stuff.
Come on now. Listen, you've had enough careers. Don't horn in on mine.
I did do acting in school.
Doesn't mean you're.
So I'm a thespian, sir.
Yeah. I'm just going to start getting really gatekeepy about acting.
You're not allowed in. And another thing, women should stop being in. Let's go back to Shakespearean times. Yeah. Men play every role.
I did play the nurse in a production of Goodnight Desdemona, Good Morning Juliet, but I'm supposed to.
Oh, dear.
Supposed to be the same actor that plays Othello and Tybalt and the nurse.
You wouldn't still have that costume or anything, would you?
What, the muumuu that I wore?
I mean, whatever. As long as I can call you nurse.
Oh, no.
I mean, I prefer if it was a candy striper, but we can't.
Yeah, it wasn't like the Animaniacs nurse.
Hello, nurse.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I mean, a nurse is a weird thing to, like, be attracted to. It's like a medical professional.
I disagree. It's not weird at all.
I mean, I'm not saying that I don't, like, feel the same way. I'm just saying it's a strange thing to be.
I would say the strangest part, maybe it's not strange though, is that, you think that the sexiest outfits are the most revealing ones, but
no, it's all about a cute outfit.
But it's like Scrubs. I'm there.
Yeah, I believe Gabrus when I'm always chasing the cute outfit.
Right. Yeah.
I want a cardigan and like a sundress like that. Those are the things that I enjoy more.
Scrubs, man.
I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs, really?
I can't explain.
Did you get hot watching those like doctor shows?
I can't. Like, I literally can't. I try, but there's some sort of parental lock on the TV. I can't get at it.
I was wondering why.
I suspect my wife did it.
I'm wondering why your wife kept buying those mod pants.
Oh man, those were huge for a minute there. Right?
I remember in high school that was literally what everybody wore, and I was just like, "Is everybody a medical student in my high school?"
They really had a moment.
But what was the pitch like? It was just like, these are scrubs for regular people?
I think it was just the comfort thing, right? In the way that, like, like dirtbag Euro athleisure stuff, it, like, has its moment and stuff. Like, I think it was just the same sort of appeal, which is just like, these are comfortable, they're durable.
Oh, yeah. What is that brand with the two girls, like the two girls in bikinis sitting next to each other, that Euro trash brand?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody had those for a while.
Yeah,
you see them on like the truck flaps and like the track pants and
yeah, exactly.
Those were terrible. Yeah, no, but nurses, I get the candy striper outfit. That makes sense to me.
the stripper outfit?
Candy striper.
Oh,
It's a thing in the United States more than it is in Canada, but a candy striper is like basically like a volunteer nurse.
okay.
Like a lot of high school students and like college students more
Easy.
importantly, college students.
I think we should.
Like only college students do that. Only adults.
College
That
students.
only adults are allowed to do.
And they ask them how old they are when they sign.
Yeah. It's as consenting candy strippers do.
Jesus Christ.
They mostly just like roll.
This really went off the rails.
That only adults that are 25 and up will only do that.
You're listening to this.
Fanstravagnaza.
You're listening to this and you're saying, I mean, what a weird conversation. But more than that.
But in context of what week this is.
How weird is it? Brand new episode on a Sunday.
What?
And that's because we're doing something a little bit different this year.
We're mixing it up, baby.
We're gonna have a full regular length episode on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We've got our annual
5 inches, a regular length episode.
regular. It's normal.
It's normal.
That's on Wednesday. We've got our annual on Friday, but we wanted to make this 7 days of fun stuff because it's Fanagar. It's
7 crazy nights.
So we have recorded some extra Fanstravagnazzas. They're sort of Docmus length episodes, and we went back into the mailbag to find.
And every single day we're killing a sacrificial resident.
That's right.
Yeah.
So today,
Oh. It's.
I can't do it. We only have 6.
I know this is really gonna. We literally can't do it. Coming for you, Adam.
Careful how you phrase that.
I'm coming for you, Adam.
All right, so this is the first of these Fanagar Fanstravagnazzas that we put together. Like I said, we dove back into the mailbag. We pulled out some questions that we hadn't gotten to before, and yeah, we're just going to do it. We're going to dive right in.
All right, well, the first question comes from Facebook.
Going to the face and the book, going to the Facebook.
And it comes from We've Only Just Done, who asks, are Batman and Superman best friends? Good work friends? Or simply business partners? All 3 at points. Well, if you've listened to our episode
with Keith,
yeah, sometimes they're a little bit more than friends.
Yeah, more than what? Oh, that's more than words. Never mind.
Sometimes they watch 2 creatures have sex together and never speak of it again.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were, you could chart their relationship from Batman being deeply distrustful of him, and Superman not liking Batman's methods, through them being kind of uneasy allies to better friends to close friends to
it's like
to bros that one night watch a couple of tentacles fuck each other.
Yeah. It's the reverse of if you listen to this podcast from the beginning until episode 75. You can watch 3 people who start as friends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Superman and Batman's relationship has never gotten to the point where one got on a completely safe Zeppelin
and never returned
trip, and they never even made it out of dock.
Yeah,
but
sometimes that just happens.
Oh. It's normal.
Normal.
Yeah, I mean, at the point where we are now, they are. I mean, essentially brothers. They're family.
The family. Just like Rock and Vin.
They don't have friends. They have family.
That's right.
Just like Rock and Vin?
Yeah.
No, I think you're describing...
That's true. They hate each other.
What happened to our show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Just like Sam and Dean.
Oh, yeah. Together forever.
Yeah. Sensually.
Easy now.
I'm sorry. Have you not listened to my Slash Fiction audio cast?
Well, you keep sending it to me. I thought those were the real episodes of the show.
Sure. Yeah, they are real in my mind. Weird that it keeps going between Sam and Josh. It's weird that those names keep getting conflated.
Yeah, you didn't fully master Find and Replace. You wrote all that Josh Hub material, and then you were just I'll just mask it as supernatural stuff. You fucked up to find and replace. So.
Wow, Sam, you've really been working out lately.
Yeah.
Posting those videos on YouTube.
Yeah, Dean, have you listened to the new episode of my podcast? Thank you for doing the show notes, Josh. I mean, Sam.
Dr. Natural.
Dr. Natural. Dr. Naturals?
Yeah, they're all natural, baby.
I mean, unfortunately, mine are. That's why I'm on a diet.
Are you hungry? Do you want to get something to eat? Or?
I will kill you.
We got a bunch of those pakoras in the freezer. I still keep forgetting to give you.
I will take those.
Okay. Oh, you'll take them. All right. At this point they are best friends? They're that close?
I think you could definitely see bits in their history where they're and we're not.
Because I still think of them as like sort of like running in the same sort of field, but still being kind of adversarial. In some ways.
And I mean, we're not even talking Elseworld stuff for only in the movies or only on a TV show or something.
Just like general comic continuity, though.
You can like now they are legitimate, like basically family to each other, but that doesn't, in the same way that real families are, it doesn't mean they 100% agree with each other, or that they.
Are you trying to say that sometimes families don't get along?
They don't like harbor doubts or things like that. But like, so some of the lingering pieces of what made them adversarial in the beginning are still there, but they've learned to trust each other or to look past those things or stuff like that.
If Superman wouldn't have lied about working with that demon.
I mean, the unfortunate part of all of this is now I understand more and more of these things that you're saying. Yes. Because I'm into season 3 now. By the time you're listening to this, I might be into season 4.
Oh my god. What's best is I've been holding back because you didn't know the references.
Yeah.
So now it's going to truly just slowly become like we're just one day it's going to just be like the new episode is going to be about demons, and then the next one's going to be about...
Actually, just give me a second. I got to pour one out for Ash.
Oh, fuck. What a finale. So sad.
Yeah.
He's a great character.
Well, that was a great question.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next question, which we're leaving Facebook, and we're heading on over to Twitter.
Twitter.
Next question comes from Talking Superman, who asks, what are some DC properties you think could be appropriate for Jeff Lemire's distinctive art style?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before, and obviously, you know, like I know you're. I mean, we're both big Jeff Lemire fans, but you're also like
he's my boy.
He's the hometown boy.
Yeah, that's right.
Both from
hometown boy made good
because you're both from Essex County.
That's right.
So keeping in mind that sort of style that he has that we know from things like Sweet Tooth or even a bit from Animal Man and stuff like that. What's a character that he generally hasn't touched or hasn't done too much with that you think would like really fit with the way that he draws?
Well, first you have to talk about sort of like what makes Lemire's work the way it is. I think that there's this undeniable like Canadiana to a lot of his like original work for sure. Yeah. I think there's this sort of like melancholy that in surrounding by like weird circumstances that he's able to sort of capture both at the same time. Yeah. So it sort of like it makes me feel. I mean, like you could really do like another Superman for all seasons with just Lemire. Like.
Right, I think just give him Superman.
Yeah, give him Superman and do like the hometown story again. I feel like though that's already been done, there might be a potential way for him to do something different with that.
Right.
Which, I mean, you just take a thing I already like and take another person that I really like and do a different version of it.
Sure.
But that seems a bit of a cop-out for me because it's just giving me more of the exact same thing I already have. Yeah. To getting outside of that, I think somebody that I would really, really like to see him do is something like Green Lantern. Because I think that that weird sort of like being like in the midst of space, which is a really lonely place, that you can really capture sort of that like weird melancholy thing but like outside of it, this huge cast of really weird characters that you have to find basically normalcy to.
Right.
So I feel like you could there's a really sort of like interesting dichotomy right there that I think would work really nicely.
Yeah.
Because I think that he's so good at those deep character moments.
Right.
And like with Kilowog and like doing something like that, like having sort of like these sort of small humanizing moments with these like very outlandish interstellar characters, I think is a really good like relationship for like Lemire to sort of work towards.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I was going to say something maybe on the obvious end, like a Dr. Fate or something like that.
Yeah.
You're sort of dealing with the world of magic. But then I kind of would like to see him do like a Fire and Ice miniseries.
Oh.
So you get Beatrice DaCosta and Tora Olafsdottir. But the reason that I went there is because I was like, well, maybe instead of just magic, we could talk about like the old gods, get him in those worlds. But then I didn't want to just go right to Greeks and Wonder Woman and stuff like that. So, but like Tora is not explicitly tied to anything Norse, other than being part of sort of riffing on that legend of like the Ice Queen and frost giants and things like that. Like, if you could incorporate, it might be a bit of a retcon for her character, but you incorporate more of like Norse legends into her, and then you bring sort of Fire and her uncovering this mystery about that, and maybe Fire learns she's tied to something too. But I don't fully know what it is. This is turning into a pitch, but you know what I mean. Like, I think his style would be neat to see. It's not fully alien, but it's like the realms thing, right? You'd go to like Jotunheim, sort of see the frost giants, see Laufey, like all that kind of stuff might be kind of interesting.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah. I think that one that seems a little bit like easy, but like a Sandman.
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like that feels like within his art style even, and also just like the storytelling.
I think there's a lot of similarities. I mean, not.
That's my only problem. Is that
not 100%, but I think there's an aesthetic similarity between the type of stuff that Jeff Lemire's work fits with and what Kelly Jones was doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Between even Batman, Deadman, Sandman, all those kind of things. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I think my next one would have been Deadman too. I think that like I think maybe just because it's aesthetically so similar, but also the storytelling matches with that. So it's not even just art, like it's even storytelling wise, but then you're just doing a slight variation on a thing that already exists.
A little bit maybe out of the normal wheelhouse, but fitting with basically what we're both agreeing he would do well is New Gods.
Oh, I mean, that would be great.
If we're talking about like that thing about finding some normalcy, riffing on like that Tom King Mr. Miracle about balancing day-to-day life and celestial life, and then also introducing these characters, some of whom look more fantastic than others, and they also live in this very polarized world of like good world, bad world, all this sort of thing. I think he'd do well on New Gods.
Or like just like a Gorilla Grodd series, like
just Grodd.
Yeah.
Just in Gorilla City.
Yeah, that would be rad. Just do a Gorilla.
Him and Solivar riding around, stopping gorilla crimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I kind of love that.
Did we just pitch like Gorilsky and Hutch?
Gorilla City Vice, like.
Oh yes. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Gorilla Theft Auto Vice.
San and Gorilla Andreas.
Never mind, I don't like to say
We've taken something good and made it cheap. What we do.
The tagline of the podcast.
I mean, fuck, right? All right, let's go to the next question.
All right.
I haven't gotten to do this in a very long time. Next question comes from Raspberries Reviews, the kind you find on a second-hand podcast. Been so
my wife sang that to me at home
as you were coming to bed.
No,
she's like raspberries.
We were doing something, and we were feeding our daughter raspberries, and then it made my wife think of it. But she didn't say second-hand podcast; she said second-rate podcast, and I was like, "Wow." Like, we're not even pretending that you enjoy the show anymore.
No. Wow. And she doesn't even listen to podcasts. So for her to consider us a second rate for a thing she doesn't already enjoy.
It's like how the Deli Boys opened with Jerry's Deli and put it at 7 on the list, even though it was the only one they had been to at first. That's precisely what happened with us. We're already number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2 tier, not even number 2.
Yeah. She knows there's no way we could be number 1, though it's the medium she doesn't like. It's good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, but yeah, I enjoy the nothing about
Freudian
that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
The honesty.
Yeah. That's what I enjoy. I don't want to hear it, but I enjoy it. Raz asks, "Ooh, I like this." Oh.
And that's it.
That's it.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, I guess we'll take that as a 5-star review. I mean, it's better than fucking second rate. He goes on to say, Okay, so are there any heroes or villains who don't have any kind of issues that would mess them up, that would mess with them psychologically? 2 characters I would like you to address: Ra's al Ghul, and Wonder Woman on a psychological level.
Right. I mean, we talk a lot about characters that have like intense trauma.
Yeah.
You know, like crazy stuff happening. Batman, obviously, his parents. Superman, like, even though he grows up on Earth, he still learns later that like his entire his entire society exploded.
Yeah, including his parents.
You know, Martian Manhunter watches his entire race
Yeah.
literally burn to death.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters with some pretty intense trauma. Hal Jordan has to watch his dad explode like 4 times in that movie.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, and I think this came up on the episode that we did with Dr. Travis Langley, is Wonder Woman is generally speaking, psychologically and emotionally healthy hero.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, there's stories where something happens and it affects her and that, but like really, like
she embraces her kink.
She's well, and she's fine. Like she chooses to leave.
Nothing
her
dramatic
home.
happened to her.
She doesn't just leave her home and then like Themyscira explodes.
No,
like that. Like so. Yeah. I mean, can we think of other heroes that are generally speaking fine,
healthy?
Yeah,
that's really interesting. Blue Beetle,
like Ted Kord.
Yeah,
I think. Generally, to a point, yes, I would agree with you.
I mean, bad things happen to him after.
Bad things happen to him after, and certainly the way he's painted in like the mid 2000s is definitely like looking back and being like, I should have like taken this more seriously.
Yeah.
Like he has regrets in that, but like, yeah, I think generally you're right. Yeah, Ted Kord is definitely in there.
Plastic Man,
with the exception of that one time
yes.
In Obsidian Age, where he had to spend like millennia at the bottom of the ocean waiting for the Justice League to exist.
But again, that didn't bring him...
That's not what made him a hero. Yeah. If we're talking about like the origin, like is there some sort of ongoing psychosis? Yeah, I think you're right. Although Plastic Man... Yeah. Plastic Man was sort of a crook, though, like a thief. You could argue that maybe he's got some sort of one of those I have to prove myself sort of vibes,
or like poverty or something that brought him into crime.
But you're
that.
Right that like compared to the fact that like Bruce is in his 30s and just like will not
get
let
over his
it go. Comparatively, he seems much healthier.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Alfred probably is. I mean, depending on which version of him.
I think even though Alfred puts on a good facade, Alfred has seen so much crap because he was in the SAS. He's seen like actual war,
but that's what I'm saying.
Done espionage, and then he was like, I got out of that life, and then like these people that he like came to care for are just murdered. And then he's like, oh my God, now I got to raise this kid. I don't even know how to do that. And he raises the kid, and the kid's like, I'm nightly going to beat the shit out of people and put my life in danger. And Alfred just has to be like, all right.
But that's the thing. You never paint him.
Alfred can't be doing well.
But you were never seeing a side of him. I think that's the thing that makes him like the best case for being like not psychologically damaged is that we've never seen anything.
Sorry, your argument for why Alfred is healthy is that he's good at bottling it up.
Because we've never seen it, we've never seen it bubble up before.
You're not a psychologist.
Doctor producer Richard to you.
As we all know, bottles can hold things infinitely, and you can just keep adding to that.
Yeah, it's a fucking Wizarding World bottle. Don't worry about it. It's been fine for me. Just shove it all down, and it never bubbles up.
Good God. Basically, you can't count any magical character. Magical characters have trauma out the wazoo.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Fuck.
All of them. Zatanna, Constantine, Ragman, Detective Chimp, Blue Devil, every single one of them. Trauma out the wazoo. You can't touch them, basically.
No, that's really true. Yeah, absolutely. Well, this really doesn't leave a lot, does it?
Pre-Rebirth, I was going to say Flash, Barry Allen.
Oh, yeah, except for fuck.
I mean,
that's not continuity anymore, though, right?
We retconned that out.
Yeah.
But there was, up until basically 2009, Barry Allen would have counted.
Jeez. But what about any of the other Flashes?
I mean, I guess
Kid Flash.
I mean, Wally in general, although now deeply traumatized because he was trapped outside of continuity for a while.
Yeah.
He came back, but his family didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like his wife and kids didn't. His wife existed but didn't know him. His kids didn't exist. He accidentally murders a bunch of people at Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
You know, like Wally now deeply traumatized,
but.
You know,
for a long time.
I mean, Nightwing, I would argue, even though he's experienced intense trauma, is relatively healthy.
Yeah,
he's Batman's success.
He's
story,
a reverse.
Right?
He went through trauma and then normaled out
and processed it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think you can make the argument that Dick Grayson, not Rick Grayson, gonna ignore that, but Dick Grayson, I think he counts. The thing that makes me curious about this question is that Raz included Ra's al Ghul in here. Is like, I in no way consider Ra's al Ghul to be psychologically sound.
I think that, did he go through any trauma like that put him into the, not really. I think that he
You mean like to start? Like 600 years ago? I mean, he must have. He became an assassin.
Unless you listen to our Patreon episode.
Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah. Yeah, he runs a great camp.
That's a great one. I was really proud of that.
I was too. But probably more than I should be. But
get another one of those.
Yeah, I mean, but literally every time he uses the Lazarus Pit, he loses his mind. He goes crazier and crazier. You know, like
Raz is just like, but he's got a lot of really good ideas.
Yeah, yeah. We should start calling him Rashmi Berry's reviews. Am I right?
Yeah, that's nice. I really like that.
But yeah, I mean, to Raz's point, there aren't many, but there are a few psychologically healthy.
That's crazy to think about.
Running around. I think the point, though, is that like something has to make you do this. There's not too many people that are just like, hey, that looks fun. I think you're right. Ted Cord is sort of one of those. You know, Dick Grayson, I think, is essentially one of those.
Because even Booster has to go through some shit that he has to constantly try to deal with.
I mean, he literally he ran away from his entire era.
Yeah,
like he didn't just like move to a different place.
No.
He was like, nope, new timeline.
Yeah. Which is like for a relatively like fun character, like shit's underneath that he has to deal with.
You know, there's a lot of trauma out there.
Yeah. What about Iceman?
What, the X-Men?
No. What's his name? Fucking Captain Cold.
Oh, Captain Cold's dad beat him when he was a kid.
Oh yeah.
He's got. Yeah. No, he's got crazy issues. Yeah, Captain Cold is not okay.
No, fuck. Yeah, I'm like,
you got to stay away from the rogues. Yeah,
I know, but I'm like, there's got to be a villain that's just like, just like being an asshole.
Right. I don't know.
Oh God, is that me? No, there's trauma behind this.
I mean, even Lex Luthor, a lot of versions of that, he gets like
the how he got bald story.
Like, well, I mean, that's a shitty version of like giving him trauma, but a lot of modern ones, like his dad, is either emotionally or physically abusive or both.
Yeah,
like even Lex has it. It's just out there.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna put on a fucking costume most of the time,
I think that's the thing. I don't think there's too many people just like, I'll try it once. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, you only get to try that once then.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Next question and last question comes from Reddit,
where everyone's nice and no one's ever mean.
We have to change that. Where like, or just like literally where everyone's nice, and so far they've been all right.
That's more tepid though. If anything, we should just be doubling down on it because it's been proven true for us.
I know, but I can't trust. I want it to be less sarcastic, but I still need to leave like some room for
disappointment.
Error. Yeah. That's you know how like in dances in schools there was like leave some room for Jesus.
Well, no, because I didn't go to a Christian school.
I know, Catholic but you understand the
well, not really, because no one ever danced with me. No,
oh, the lunch lady's always there.
No,
I leave some room for disappointment.
No, they called me a fuggo, and they
stop eating our goddamn food.
Yeah, we don't serve your.
Jesus. Last question comes from
so fucked up.
Yep. Dante's Fire.
Oh.
Ooh, which level of Dante's Inferno are we talking about?
Well, it can't be too deep, or it would be ice. So we got to be in the upper.
Oh, that's right.
The upper levels. Like first through fourth or something like that.
Yeah. So we're still like we're just.
It's like
starting at hell.
Like, oh, I committed adultery.
Oh, I'm a bad boy.
Yeah, we're not talking about like murder, treason, or anything like that. We're just talking about like petty theft.
Yeah.
Cucking.
Just the basics. God, that's gonna send me to hell. Oh no.
No, being a cuck doesn't send you to hell.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
You're fine.
Oh, phew.
We've got to stop using that word. It makes me feel like such a dirtbag.
You fucking beta cuck. Which Robin, if they woke up in a bathtub filled with ice in Mexico, penniless, no ID, no phone, rags for clothing, and a note that said, why did you have to put the upside down exclamation marks? Call 911 or you will die. And a kidney missing, would make it back to Gotham before Bruce had the kidney replacement surgery performed.
Jesus. So we're just asking which Robin is like psychotic enough to make it out of there.
Damian. Let's move on.
Damian's
always our answer.
Damian and Jason are definitely the toughest. Tim probably has more than any of the other ones. Tim and Damian have probably mastered some sort of meditation technique.
Yeah.
I think Damian in the comics, in continuity, has enough muscle control that he can shift certain organs just out of the way. Like if he's getting stabbed.
Really?
Because it's that like League of Assassins training sort of thing. So, definitely Damian, 100%. Stephanie Brown, no way.
No.
Carrie Kelly, not going to happen.
No.
Tim, maybe. I think he probably has done enough research on meditation and stuff like that. He could slow his heart rate, do that sort of stuff. Jason, maybe just sheer grit makes it, but he's not doing it properly. Dick probably would find a smarter way out of there. He'd probably activate some signal for Barbara or something, and she'd get him out or whatever. I think they could all make it, but if we're just talking about the badassery, it's Damon.
Yeah. Damien.
Damien
Lindelof.
Yeah. Matt Damon. Wayne.
Wow. Okay. It's always.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
God, it's always Damien with us.
Listen, this is the one thing he's good at. I got to give him credit where credit is due.
Robining.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
We did.
No, we said that he would be good at getting back to the U.S. from having a kidney removed.
No, I just mean from our Robin episode. Didn't we give Damien basically for every answer?
No, it was Tim.
Oh, it was Tim.
Tim basically came out like the unanimous
right.
worldwide champ of every weight class in our Robin episode.
That's true. All right. Well, that's the end of questions.
That's right. So it's time for Dial Doc.
Oh my God. I was waiting for you to be like, is he going to make me do it for this?
Oh no, we're doing it. We're doing it until we abruptly aren't doing it.
Which, who knows when that'll be?
Who knows? We certainly haven't talked about it. So it's based on Dial H for hero. You dial hero into the Magic H dial. You become a never-before-seen hero with a crazy name and wacky powers. And every episode we try and come up with them. We've been doing it for 120 episodes at this point. So...
Yes.
Do you have one?
I do.
Oh, okay. All right.
My character's name is Bleach Boy.
Okay. Yeah. He's immune to coronavirus.
As long as you let him go down your throat. Well, because he produces this white viscous material that shoots on you or onto anything, and after it does, it makes that no longer exist.
Oh, sorry. You're just talking about acid.
No, but Bleach Boy.
So it's not just it's not just draining the color out of things. It's right. It's just acid. You could have called him hydrochloric kid or something.
Wow, just like right off the tongue, it's just hydrochloric kid. What a great character!
I know what acids are. Stop asking questions.
Robbie's just this guy.
Show you an acid. Yeah. Take the mask off.
Oh my god, I knew he was in the Yuga.
The doctor's just this. Robbie's just this guy. Okay, so Bleach Boy basically, shoots a viscous white liquid that makes things disappear.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, to be fair, he shoots a liquid and then they just don't exist after that.
Oh no. Like they never existed?
Yeah.
That's so much darker. He's bleaching them out of reality?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh my... Who hurt you?
Do you want to get into it?
No. Never mind. Sorry. Listen to our early episodes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yours is Bleach Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is called Pipsqueak. And basically
He's just a little guy.
Well, what Pipsqueak can do is that he has the power to shrink, but only by like a third. So like he can't like shrink like the Atom or like Bumblebee, like down to like insect size or smaller.
No.
He could just go from being like from 6 feet tall to being like 5'1".
How did that benefit him?
But he gains for every factor by which he shrinks.
Yeah.
He gains confidence. So Pipsqueak can like, someone's got to run into that burning building and like help those people. Be like, I'm too scared. I'm a normal person. You become Pipsqueak. You shrink down to 5'1". You have the confidence to run into that fire. You don't have the strength to get the people out because you're smaller. But damn if you didn't run in there with good intentions.
How does he get small? Does he just go like, why I oughta?
Yeah. His alternate power is that he's able to run his mouth.
Yeah.
That's
and like do a lot of like punching motions.
Yeah. He says like ironic things like, hey, pick on someone your own size. And like,
it's like,
yeah.
It's like, well, you're shorter, so no.
Yeah, exactly. So that's Pipsqueak.
Pipsqueak and Bleach Boy. Two polar opposites.
Oh yeah. One, just a funny little like parody riff.
Yeah.
The other one, a deeply, deeply disturbing power that can only come from the mind of like a truly deranged mind.
To be fair, I've been watching a lot of true crime TV.
You can't have. No one has ever cummed someone out of existence.
You should watch some of those true crime episodes.
Oh no.
That's it for this week.
Well, we're here all week long.
Yeah, baby.
So we will see you tomorrow.
Yes, unless either the world ends or we die. Either way, we're going until we're done.
Right. Thank you. Adios.
Ciao, ciao.
They always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure. They are men of might.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.